and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki for those of you who are new here, and for those of you who aren't, welcome back. Thank you for supporting my channel. Today we're going to be doing a video, a 3 looks 1 palette video on the new Colourpop Gather Round Sisters palette. This is a Hocus Pocus inspired palette. If you grew up on Disney like I did, you probably love this movie as well, and so I'm so excited. Not only is it a beautiful palette on the inside, but just because it is Hocus Pocus themed, it just is everything to me and it's very dear to my heart, so I'm so happy to get to share this with you guys. I created some really awesome looks and I hope you enjoy them. Also, there is a giveaway at the end of this video. Make sure to enter that giveaway and just subscribe to my channel and hit that thumbs up button if you like giveaways and Halloween and all that good stuff. And let's go ahead and jump into this video. Okay guys, hello, jumping right into the eyes. I decided that we're gonna have to ignore this situation because last time I did a 3 looks 1 eye palette, I did my whole face and then realized that like having to take off the eye makeup to do the other looks, I ended up bringing this portion of my face. So we're just gonna leave it bare for the first 2 looks. And then I'll just like finish up my face later. But I did do my from here up situation. So let's jump into the Gather Round Sisters palette. She is stunning to say the least. The packaging on this is everything. The shade names are little cauldrons and the shade names are just gorgeous. This is Colourpop's collaboration with Disney, so we're just gonna jump right in. Even look at this detailing, like the little cauldrons here, that's just beautiful to me. So pulling it out, the actual packaging of the palette is very similar. It has the pots on the back, although I don't like that it has the pot in the front. I wish it also had the like 3 Sisters logo. Like this is the box, I wish it had their logo instead of this. But whatever, it really matters what's on the inside. So it does have this, just the packaging is just stunning, which is a big part of like why people I think bought this palette, is because of the collaboration itself, not just because it's a beautiful palette, but it does have the 3 sisters, Winifred, Mary, and Sarah. And like I said, the palette itself is just stunning. It actually even has a pressed glitter right here called the Brew Potion. The names are here and on the back. But on top of that, you also get like some greens, some purples, some neutrals, shimmers, mattes, everything. But like on top of having just a really beautiful palette, you also get like this incredible packaging that Colourpop has done for the Hocus Pocus collection. So as a big fan of this movie, like I watch it every year, this is everything to me. Like I've been on a palette no buy, but for this palette, heck yeah, I'll drop some money. So I definitely did, and I'm okay with it. Totally fine. So we're gonna jump in, and the first thing I'm gonna do, and I like to show you guys every single step when I'm doing an eye look like this, because I want you guys to have similar results. So I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild concealer. I use it as an eye base. It is their concealer in the shade Light Honey, and basically this is what I use to prime my eyes, and I just throw it literally everywhere. So I just do this to prime my eyes, and I'm just going to speed this up, but I wanted you guys to know what product I was using to prime my eyes and conceal. I do want to mention real quick, this is a 15 pan shadow palette and it is retailing for $22. I actually thought it was going to retail for like $18, but I also haven't bought a larger Colourpop palette in a minute. So the first thing we're going to do is a warm look, just because I feel like that is, let's just throw this at the beginning of the video, it's something that a lot of people like, and I want to showcase that this palette has the capability of doing a nice warm, awesome, smoky little look. I'm going to go in with the shade Hello Salem. This is it right here. It's a nice matte, kind of tan, but it comes off a little pink. You can kind of see it in that light. Just using like a large blending brush to diffuse that. That just is going to give us something for these shadows kind of blend out into. Next I'm going to go into the shade On Toast. Again, another matte shade. I'm just going to use the same exact brush. Oh my goodness. Colourpop snapped. The pigmentation on that shadow was incredible. I mean, Colourpop does a great job on their shadows, and I've never ever been disappointed with their eyeshadow formula, but every time I'm still just impressed with how good it is. You can see how wide I'm dusting it. I am keeping the majority of the pigmentation out here, but I am still dusting it into the inner corner as well. This palette has some really beautiful warm tones in here, And so just the shimmers in here are incredible. I think next I'm going to go in with the shade Coven. It is a beautiful brown with a lot of glitter in it. Honestly, if you are someone who is really minimalistic in their makeup, I think you can do this exact same like pattern of looks or like color scheme I've done so far and just throw the shade Coven all over the lid and be good to go because it's gorgeous. And just like throw on some eyeliner or something. Oh, so like I said, I'm just dusting this. I feel like this shade actually gives me like princess vibes. I know that's kind of weird because this is definitely a palette of witches, so I know it sounds kind of weird to say that, but it's so gorgeous and ethereal and just like I could totally see myself doing this as like super girly makeup. So you can see here Coven is giving me a little bit of kickback, but I don't really mind it. I'm honestly just kind of picking it up like whatever has fallen out and using it to pack on. Next, to darken up this look, I'm going to go in with the shade, I call it a Bust. Again, it is a beautiful matte shade with a ton of glitter in here, so we're just going to pack that bad boy on. I'm using a Morphe M506 for this one. I think Colourpop did a really good job in this palette of creating shades that complement each other really well. So for this shade, I'm keeping it kind of low, and I'm just barely dipping my brush in, and I'm just kind of gonna diffuse this on this lower part of the eye. Going back in with the shade Coven. My thing is always like going back and forth between shades to make sure that you get a really good blend. Now I'm gonna make this eyeshadow a cut crease, so I'm gonna take the same concealer I was using in the beginning, and I'm going to do, well, it's really a half cut crease. And I'm gonna cut the portion in the beginning of my eye. Okay, so I like my cut creases to kind of look like this. And so I want to point out to you guys that, okay, so first of all, the shade Coven has a lot of kickback. I'm okay with it, doesn't really bother me. I want to say to you guys that if you like the way that this eye is looking with this really bright inner corner cut crease and you kind of like that, you can always just go in with the shade Full Moon. It is kind of shimmery and you can just pack it on and you do some liner and lashes or mascara and it be a more daytime appropriate, subtle, more soft glam look. However, that being said, I'm obsessed with the shade Brew Potion and I will probably throw that over top. So let's try that combination. So just what you got, so you guys can see what Full Moon looks like, I'm going to take a small brush and oh, holy cow. I thought this shade was beautiful in the pan. On the eye, it's even more just precious. Like, do you see these little micro glitters it's got going on? I really like that for the inner corner. So like I said, you could kind of do this and leave it like that. Has some really beautiful sheen, and then I would just kind of blend this middle portion out right here. I'm going to use the brown from earlier. So you could leave it like this, but like I said, I really want to use this pressed glitter, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to take a flat definer kind of brush, a little flat guy like this, and I like to wet my eyeshadows when they're kind of like this pressed glitter kind of formula. You do not have to. I always keep a setting spray on deck. I'm gonna try to start off with the shade Brew Potion without using it, and if I find that I need to, I will. This is the shade Brew Potion right here. Absolutely beautiful. This says it's not intended for the use in the immediate eye area, so you do have to be careful with this shade. It is their pressed glitter, so they always give that disclaimer. Because it says it's not meant for use in the immediate eye area, I'm kind of keeping it on the top. I think this is how I'm gonna leave this look, rather than filling the entire area in. And you can go in with some eyeliner here. I'm gonna take the shade, I call it a Bust. This is the same black from earlier, and I'm going to press it along my lash line on this outer corner, and that is going to be my eyeliner for this little portion of the eye. Okay guys, so I threw some concealer down here just so that we have something for the eyeshadows to kind of stick to and to blend out into. So I'm going to take the shade On Toast and I'm going to start diffusing that as my lower lash line shade. And then to just deepen up the outer corner and to try to use as many shades in this pan as possible, instead of going in with the black, I'm going to go in with the shade Goodbye Cruel World, because that way we kind of get to see what this satin kind of formula looks like as well. And I'm just taking it on a small flat definer. This palette also has a really beautiful light highlight shade called Wench, and I'm going to use that to highlight my inner corner. I'm telling you, this palette has like little hidden gems like this. Like, I did not see this earlier, and wow, like you guys can see I've already started this eye, but look at that, that's gorgeous. Okay guys, so this collection also came with 3 different eyeliners. I think it was like a reddish shade, a green, and a purple, and none of those shades were like super attractive to me in the sense that I already have so much makeup and a lot of just eyeliner, and normally I pretty much stick to like black or brown eyeliners, so that's what I would normally do here. I would tightline the top of my eye if I was actually going out. But the eyeliner that I would normally go in with is waterproof. It is the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof eyeliner. It is a retractable eyeliner, but the thing is that it is waterproof, and I know that if I tightline my eye right now, it's not coming off when I take it off right now. So I'm just going to use some mascara, and I'm going to be using the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. This is their Sculpted Volume Mascara, and I love it. It is so good, and it's only $5. And I love the wand on this. So this is a look that's a little bit more soft, and if you really wanted to, you could leave it with just mascara. If you are a just mascara kind of girl, we know that's okay too. But this collection not only launched 3 different pairs of lashes, but I'm just like a lash person. I did not pick up any of the lashes. The only lash that I was interested in, and I might have gotten if they had it in store when I went to Ulta today. I'll insert a photo of the 3 that they had here. But basically like the most dramatic ones, they had already sold out of. And so I want to give you guys a drugstore option for lashes in case you want to put lashes with this look. That's something that I would use. I personally love the Salon Perfect Tight Curl Dramatic Lift push-up lashes. They're gorgeous. They have this like tough or like flirty outer edge. So I'm gonna pop on a pair of these. I actually wore them yesterday, and I've been wearing them a lot, but I've always loved this pair of lashes, like ever since I first tried it. So if you didn't get to pick up those lashes, do not worry. There are plenty of drugstore lashes that are super beautiful. And on top of that, I will also be including some Ioni lashes in today's giveaway as well. So if you happen to win, I love these lashes. You can get them at the dollar store. Sometimes they are very, very, very hard to find. So you literally have to like scavenge for them. But they do exist and they are pretty. So I'm going to finish up my mascara, pop on my lash, and show you guys the finished look of this eye. Okay guys, so one eye is complete. Look how beautiful it looks with these lashes. I get these bad boys to stay on. I let my lash glue dry a little bit too long because I was doing an Instagram story. But yeah, this look is super glam. I did throw on some highlighter and just in this area so I can take a cute little photo for the gram. But yeah, so this is this look. Now we are going to go ahead and jump into look number 2 using the Colourpop Hocus Pocus palette. Just jumping right in. I'm going to use the same shade on Toast. Actually, I feel like I should be using a smaller brush, so bear with me. I'm going to use a clean, smaller, like tapered, fluffy brush. And I'm going to start blending with a clean brush first. I need to use kind of a brush like this whenever I'm doing a full cut crease because my eyelid space I feel like isn't the largest. I actually have to kind of work with what I've got, you know, and so my real crease is down here, but I normally cut my crease around right where I started this line, so I always have to take it higher than I think I would need to. So that's what we're doing here, just making sure to like fake my crease higher than normal, because normally, like you can see here, it's a half cut crease, so that's where I cut my crease, so I take it higher than that so this brown still shows. Except out here, I'm going to take the shade on Toast and wing it outward. I know it looks harsh and crazy right now, but just patience and a good blending brush is pretty much all I can recommend for this portion. So next, with the same brush, I'm actually going to take the shade Bewitched. It is a dark olive green, and just literally with the same brush, I'm using this shade. I'm starting in the crease, but I'm going to build it upwards, and I'm going to start with like just this amount of product, maybe like I think that was just 1 dip spread out, and I'm using that to diffuse into the brown. So I just kind of cleaned off this brush a little bit. I always keep like a spare washcloth on me while I'm doing my makeup, just so that I can clean off brushes and messes or my hands or anything, and that's normally very, very helpful. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to go back in with that larger brush and diffuse everything a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing and cut my crease with my concealer. And I'm just using a large flat brush. This one is from Ulta. It is their Ulta Beauty concealer, flat concealer brush, and I'm using this to do all of the concealer work on my eyes. I don't like to just glop on a bunch of product right off the bat and then be like, oh, I have way too much concealer or something on my eyes. A trick that I like to do is flatten the concealer brush with my fingers as I go through these steps. That way I get the cleanest application. Also, when I do these entire like cut creases on my eyes, I do like to make sure that I'm not wearing any makeup down here because I like to be able to blend out the concealer. This doesn't have to be perfect or super light. If I was going in with a really light shade, I would clean it up a little more and make sure it was like perfect. Like I wouldn't leave this darkness down here, but we are going to go in with a darker shade in this palette. So jumping in with this beautiful olive green shimmer shade called Yabos. It is like a dirty green gold olive shade, super reflective and beautiful. So I'm going to also take the shade Wench on this eye and use it. Even though I have that green there, I'm going to kind of pack it over the green here in the center or the inner corner of the eye to just highlight that portion so it blends really easily into everything else, but it still gives it like a nice bright inner corner. And the next thing I'm going to do is just go in with some concealer. This is, sorry, not concealer. This is eyeliner. This is the CoverGirl Get In Line Liquid Liner. This is their Major Matte Black Liner. It's a long name, okay? So anyway, I'm going to go in with this and I'm going to do a nice wing, and that's going to wrap up this eye. Okay, so I started to do half a wing, but then I realized that I want to do the same thing I did over here. So I'm going to put on some concealer and do my lower lash line before I finish my liner. That way, if I do any blending down here, my eyeliner isn't kind of compromised by that. Okay, so I just did that eyeliner, and I literally do not think I have done eyeliner that easy in my life. If you guys have not tried this eyeliner, it is so good. It is so matte. Like, I know right now it's still drying, but you can actually see how matte it's getting already. Like, okay, so now same thing. All I'm gonna do is pop on the same exact lash, just because that way you guys, number one, know, like, I love these lashes. They're really good drugstore lashes. I normally like to order my lashes either from AliExpress and get like foaming lashes for, I think it's like $2.46. I have a whole video on how I buy my lashes on AliExpress on my channel. I will link that video down below. That way, if you guys want to do them that way and purchase it that way, like, this is like $14 for 2 lashes, and $2.46 for a pair of lashes is not much. But my favorite lashes are actually the Ioni lashes that you can get at Dollar Tree. They're very hard to find, and I also do have a video. They're literally $1 because they're at Dollar Tree. So if you can find them, I mean, great, like, do it. So yeah, I'm gonna put some lash glue and some mascara on, and we'll be right back. I'm so excited. I've literally like already FaceTimed my mom and my husband and been like, look at my eyes, look how beautiful, look at this palette. I'm obsessed. It is literally everything. I'm so happy. Also my makeup, I'm just having like a good makeup day so far, or I guess like filming experience. Sometimes I do my makeup and I feel like it just, like, what's happening? The entire time I'm doing my makeup, I spend fixing my makeup. So anywho, this is what this eye looks like completed, and honestly, yeah, 10 out of 10. I would wear either one of these looks. I would rock them so hard. I think they're so pretty. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the next look with the Hocus Pocus palette. Okay, so jumping right in, this look, because of course we have so many kind of like different color schemes in this palette, is going to be a beautiful burgundy purple kind of look. There is not a easy transition from this shade to this, so I'm a little worried, but we're gonna make it work. That's what we do. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and do one eye off camera because this look is gonna be both eyes the same thing. So I'll do that to hopefully figure out and be able to kind of like explain how I'm gonna do that. Okay guys, so I didn't actually finish this eye, but I got to a point where I was like, okay, I know what's happening. So I'm gonna start with the shade Hello Salem, which beautiful, we've used it, we love her. And then I'm taking the shade Hello Salem and I'm kind of going in to like a large round U shape because this is going to be a center cut crease. I personally love cut creases when I'm doing like fun makeup, you know, because I feel like I feel like for me they're easy to do. I've used them enough and I just think they look so flattering on my eyes. I feel like they make my eyes look so much bigger. And so like they just draw a lot of attention to my eyes and therefore I really like them. Then I'm gonna take a little bit, like the tiniest bit of On Toast, because this is the shade I figured out that was going to help me kind of transition between everything. And literally like just dipped my brush in once and that's it. Like it wasn't much, but it was just enough to make things look like I knew what was happening. So now I'm gonna go in with the shade Dead Man's Toe. Dead Man's Toe. And this one is a dark purple and then the shade next to it is like a burgundy, so we're going in with the dark purple. I like that these two rows are like purple and then this one's like burgundy-esque. So going with Dead Man's Toe and I'm going in with like the lightest, like I like barely tapped my brush because that's kind of how I started to blend things out without it getting out of hand. By the way, I just want to say these purples are formulated so well. Purples I've heard are really difficult to formulate and these are just out of this world good. No patchiness, like this blends so seamlessly, beautifully. I mean, look at that. Like the fact that I was able to blend such a dark purple into these other shades this easily, I just think it's everything. Okay, so once I kind of have this layout, I'm gonna deepen it up with more of Dead Man's Toe, but the thing is that I needed it to kind of be blended out like this before I added a bunch more of this shade because I really don't want it to get out of hand with a bunch of color and then not be able to like control how blended out it looks. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with the shade Night of Frolic. So this is the shade I was talking about that's a little bit more burgundy and I really, really love this shade. I'm going to take it on a small little pencil brush. And by the way, this shade is completely matte as well. And I'm just packing this on the inner and outer corner of my eye. I'm throwing this also kind of in the center here because that's the part where the eye is going to crease. And then what I'm going to do is just take my previous brush and blend that out. And I'm doing windshield wiper motions, but if you can tell, I'm kind of literally just going like this in a U shape. It's really messy. Then all I did for the lower lash line was I took the shade Dead Man's Toe again. Like I'm telling you guys, I'm in love with this burgundy shade. So I'm using it to just smoke out my lower lash line. This is a super bold look, and so if you're not really into bold makeup, I know it's kind of like in your face, but hey. Next thing I'm going to do is take the same concealer I was using before, but basically I'm just going to pop some in the center of my lid. And you could do this really messy or really clean. You can like literally pat this out and throw color on. I'm going to do it a little bit more, I guess, clean, since that's the word I used. I'm going to take the product on the back of my hand. Well, first I'm going to do is look up. This is like my biggest trick when it comes to doing a center cut crease. It creates the line of where your eye kind of like, well, at minimum it needs to be there. And then I start like working off this little line. Also, when you're doing a cut crease, you make sure to relax your eye and see like where your cut crease is going to land with your eye relaxed. Okay, so now I'm going to take the shade Tis Firm, which is this like burgundy orange or burgundy like purple color. I really like the shade Thackeray Banks and I love the name, but I feel like Tis Firm is like where I'm kind of envisioning this look going. Again, feel free to spritz your brush if you think you need to. I haven't yet, but I might for this top part. So then I'm basically, after I do that, I just kind of fill it in, but I was just working off the line I had already created. Okay, so then to blend it out, I decided to go in with the shade Thackeray Banks, which just so we can actually use it. And I actually decided to do this with my finger, and I thought that would be the easiest method of blending this out. So just with my finger, I kind of placed it on the outer edge. Okay, so just to make sure I don't lose "'Tis Firm," I'm gonna just kind of go over it in the middle because I really did want that to be like the main color. And then I'm just using the other shades to kind of blend things out. So I'm gonna go in with Night of Frolic and just like make sure I don't lose anything. Now that that's done, all I have to do is pop on some eyeliner because this look is, like, anytime I do a purpley look, I feel like I need eyeliner, so I'm gonna go with the same CoverGirl eyeliner. Okay, so if you're like me, and I just did want to mention this, I'm thinking about using this, and I really wish I could someone of you tell me what I should do. I did put some black eyeliner on the top and tightline my eye, but I have this purple eyeliner that is from LA Girl. This is their Shockwave Neon Liner. This one is in the shade Vivid. I've used it on my channel before. These LA Girl liquid liners, or sorry, like kohl liners, are really good. Let's just do it. Okay. I feel like I need something in the waterline. I feel like this way it's still not black because I feel like black would have stood out way too much, but this is something that will look good and kind of blend easily. And sorry, I was like in the middle of putting on mascara and I was like, I don't know what to do. Okay guys, I am all done with this look. I want to go ahead and tell you guys what lip combo I have on because I always get questions and then I always forget by the time like someone asks me the question. So I'm wearing the LA Girl Precise Lip Precision, wait, what? Perfect Precision lip liner in the shade Cafe. This is my go-to lip liner. Like, I've already gone through one of these. This is the second one I've owned. And then I'm wearing the MAC lip gloss in the shade Lust. It's really pretty. So I'm also, like I said, wearing the same lashes from before. These are the Salon Perfect Pre-Permed lashes. These are in the number 672. They're the tight curl ones. I love them. I also want to mention that the foundation that I'm wearing is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. This is in the shade 128 Warm Nude. It has a pump. I love this foundation and it's like super full coverage and matte, and just FYI. Okay guys, so this is the last and final eye look completed. I love it. I did throw that winged eyeliner on there and it looks gorgeous. So I'm sure you guys are here for the good stuff. Let's go ahead and get into the giveaway. So I am going to be giving away one of these palettes, brand new. This is, you know, not mine. And on top of that, I'm also going to be giving away 4 pairs of lashes so that you guys have a full eye look. I actually found the Ioni, like, Halloween collection lashes, and so I'm going to be giving away 4 pairs of these to one lucky winner. So I am going to go over the giveaway rules really quickly so that you guys can enter the giveaway. I will also have it open on my Instagram. I'm posting the giveaway also on Instagram. The rules are going to be listed down below and also on my Instagram. My Instagram is @Glownicky, just like it is on my YouTube. And basically all you have to do to just enter here once is to be subscribed to my channel and then leave a comment down below telling me your favorite thing about Halloween, and make sure to include your email or your Instagram handle so that I can DM you if you win. And then if you want other entries, like secondary entries, just more chances to win, you can go to my Instagram, follow me on Instagram, share the post that I'm gonna do of this whole look and everything on my Instagram, take that post, share it to your stories, and then make sure to tag me in that story post. And then if you want another chance to enter, also go to that post and just tag a friend, make sure they enter the giveaway as well. And this giveaway is also not open internationally. It is just a US giveaway. And also, yeah, this giveaway is just me like wanting to give back to you guys. I have done like a lot and I've had a lot of growth since my last giveaway. I'm almost at 9,000 subscribers, and that's just it. I'm really proud of my channel. I worked really hard on it. I love what I do. So this is my way of giving back to you guys for always supporting me and watching my videos and letting me do what I love. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed getting to see the Hocus Pocus palette from Colourpop in action. It is absolutely stunning, totally worth your money. I cannot wait for one of you guys to have it, and if you do have it, definitely recreate one of these looks because honestly I think they were all bomb. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys. Also make sure to enter the giveaway because why not?